Oh, boy.
You believe in these dumb mediums?
A medium?
The psychic mediums?
Eric doesn't.
Eric doesn't? Or Eric does?
No, I know what he was.
Oh, no.
I get it.
What happened?
Danny was saying that Eric does not believe in mediums because his shirt size is obviously significantly bigger.
All right. That's a good one.
Closer to a double XL.
This Long Island
triple.
medium. What's her name? Therese Caputo, I think.
Something like that.
She's some fucking Long Island yenta.
She's an embarrassment to Long Island. Sorry to the Long Islanders out there. She's a fucking fraud
What?
that preys on the vulnerable.
She went into Shade 45 and they got freaked out by her.
Of course, because they're black.
Black people get
Black
so
people
scared.
love that shit.
You know, so
That's when I have no problem stating the obvious. Black people love that shit.
Sam brought it up. They're petrified of magic.
Oh, magic.
Like, they do magic and people, they go, wow! They run away.
Yeah.
It's
She
hilarious.
seems to be, I don't know if
She's a fraud. Why?
because it seems like I don't technically buy into any of that stuff, but
She's a fraud, man. This vagary where you could sort of. What? She's coming in or something?
No.
What happened?
Can she just sue the shit out of you?
put the Van Halen music on for a second.
What happened?
Let's see. Can we take a...
What happened?
Put the brake on. Put the... There you go.
Oh, that's good.
I think she's a fraud. How about that? I think all these people are frauds. It drives me nuts. Is that better?
I don't know.
Are you a little worried, really?
Oh yeah.
You're worried that some lady like this that preys on vulnerable people is legit?
No.
Come in here and prove it's legit.
I don't. Jim Norton, hope that she gets a lump somewhere because I think she's fucking despicable. But I don't know if she's a fucking. You know,
I think she's
don't
a
buy
fraud.
it.
You're allowed to say that,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you
These
this,
people drive me nuts.
Shade 45 was freaked the fuck
but
out. They knew she was...
Why
legit.
is it all vague? They get sort of messages from heaven, but it's always vague, and they got to work the room with their vagary until they fucking pinpoint someone.
Now, how about Shade 45? What did she do? Did she read someone in there?
She's grape soda.
Oh, shit.
Somebody smokes Newports.
Oh, shit. Because let me tell you something. If she walked in here or it goes on any show.
I'd roll my
and starts
fucking
that shit,
eyes.
First of all, she could just Google any of our names.
Right.
We've talked about shit on the air. Get everything. I'm detecting, I'm feeling tears.
Right.
Somebody that just cried incessantly as a child.
Yeah.
And your father used to say, he used to evoke the Lord's name in some way.
There you go.
Yes, Jesus Christ.
Google is the best friend of the
medium.
The medium. They
Yeah.
Google shit. They have planted microphones in the past. I will not mention specific shows, but they plant microphones so they pick up on conversations as the crowd is getting ready for the big show.
Yeah.
I know I didn't do this justice yesterday on Twitter. I needed more than 140 characters yesterday, but I was at the gym, me and Jim Norton's gym.
Yes.
And I was watching Katie Couric's new show because it was on. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going to take a look at this. And this Long Island Medium was on. And then she starts working the crowd, and she actually said, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, I'm feeling someone's loved one died recently. And then this black woman's like, oh my God, me! Like, she just gives it up. And then, of course, in an audience like that, someone's loved one died recently.
Of course.
And then this broad goes, I'm getting a vision or feeling that you might have sung in church. She says this to a black woman. Holy shit!
Isn't that a little racist?
Huh?
That's racist.
Huh?
The spirit would have been racist then. Who told her?
The Baptists love to sing in church. Have
Of
you ever gone
course.
to a Baptist service? They sing.
So that's pretty much like, I'm detecting some fried chicken and watermelon.
Sure.
It's just you're taking a racial stereotype.
And I'm kind of yelling at the TV because Katie Couric, I know she's been like a kind of a fluff lady with the Today Show and stuff, but she also has done some hard news. It's like, why aren't you challenging her instead of allowing this crap to go on your show?
Yeah.
Why not at least challenge her? Go, really? You're feeling that a black woman might have sung in church before?
Yeah.
And then the next one was, I'm also feeling a tattoo. Someone with a tattoo, and everyone's like getting up on their seat like, I got a tattoo. Oh my God, I got one. Oh, maybe she's talking about me and my loved one. And then she goes, the tattoo says in memory of.
Does it?
How'd she know that?
Someone saw it, probably.
Oh.
In an audience, I think it's safe to say in an audience, you're probably going to have one person that has a in memory of tattoo.
Yeah.
And then the next thing she did was something with a gold ring, I believe.
Oh.
And then she goes, I know a lot of people here have a gold ring, but look, that's what I'm feeling right now.
Everyone has. What the fuck is she talking about? And
Katie Couric just sat there nodding like this lady goes, you know, when I was a little girl, I actually saw the dead people, but that ability went away as I got older. Now I just get these feelings of the dead people.
Wow.
I hate these people.
I get it.
So you got a clip from the show?
Yeah.
I'm
Or
saying
is
this.
newly passed. Newly for me is within 2 years.
2 years.
Pause.
That be you?
There's an
Pause.
audience full of people.
Pause. A newly passed means within the last 2 years. You got, how many people are in that audience? Let's be about maybe 200?
No, like 100.
No, that's more than 100 there, Travis.
Let's call it 130.
Sure, we can split the difference. So it's definitely over 100. You got 2, 4, 6. You got 7 per row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 42 over there. Then you got 5, 4. Yeah, all right. It's a little over 100.
Yeah.
120, let's call it.
Still.
So she's asking an audience of 120 people if someone has passed
135.
135. Okay.
37 because there's
37. All right,
kills.
sure. Okay.
Sure it can.
So she goes, someone passed recently, and that means within the last 2 years?
2 years.
I would bet half that audience had someone they care about die in the last 2 years. Go ahead. And this woman is
And
huge.
who's the young male that's departed as well? Young for me is anyone that left the physical world before we feel their time.
It's not. It's so vague.
Pause. More vagary.
So it's young doesn't necessarily mean young. It's just before their time.
So if you have this incredible ability, it has to be vague, though? Really?
so vague.
She's disgusting, and she's saying,
I fucking hate this.
I sense that somebody here has had somebody die before they'd like them to have died within the last 2 years.
Oh.
Holy shit, it's a miracle. What are the odds of that? 100%, you cunt.
Her hairstyle looks like a horse's asshole.
Yeah.
It really does.
She doesn't even have confidence in her bullshit to go within the last year. It's within the last 2 years, really?
She's trying her cold read shit right here, and it's
Incredible.
yeah.
Over there? Yeah. So, now,
Okay,
how
here
is
I
that? Katie, just look at it this way. You don't have to go to the gym this afternoon.
A little humor with your dead people.
Funny.
My brother-in-law passed away much younger than we expected him to.
And what happened with the
Pause.
chest? 'Cause he just like labored my breathing.
Oh, he labored her breathing.
Yes.
Yeah, he shoved his ghost cock in your fucking
Yes.
mouth.
I hope that labored breathing is due to a growing abnormality on her fucking ovaries. Because I also hate her.
Because how this works is the people are so like want to believe and they want to feel like their loved ones are okay, so they offer up all the info. So why doesn't everyone just sit there and go, well, hey, you're the expert. Why don't you come walk up to one of these people and point out which one you're talking about?
Or they'll make themselves believe that that's what they're talking about. You know what? He did at one point have a little heart thing when he was like 11.
Well, there was another one. I don't know if we're going to get to it today, where it was an older guy's mom passed away, and she goes, I feel like you were holding her hand.
Wow.
Guess what? When old people die,
Oh, brother.
if it's not in the middle of the night in a car accident, guess what? You're holding their hand as they pass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially if you're leading them out in front of traffic so you can get that inheritance.
There you go.
There you go, you old fucking burden. With your back open hospital, Johnny.
Hit this again.
Holding the hand away so they can't pull the pillow off their nose as you smush it on with the other hand.
I sense you were holding her wrist. Oh, you kind of.
Yeah, well.
Go ahead.
There a blow to the chest?
We don't really know. It was a year and a half.
Yeah, so
What happened there?
Now I want to talk
what
about
happened?
the father
I want to see that
figure
woman who looks like
discarded.
Bert Lahr finish talking.
Who lost the father? I'm right here. Your father also as well.
See, they just offered up.
Because I...
She
you have to
pause.
understand
By the
this.
way, she goes right here, and the woman talks from way over to the right.
Yeah.
Right here in this area.
And then, over that area. Well, I meant over there. I was getting to that area.
Yeah.
Well, your father? No, it was my mother's husband. Oh, great, okay.
Not a father.
No.
Something made me say something. I felt that there was a lot in this row right here. And see, it's not up to me on who comes through, what they say, what they don't say. And I just felt a lot of devastation within the family.
He was my children's only grandfather, and not really their
That's
grandfather.
devastation,
Right.
of course. That would be devastating for anybody.
Are you the only son? Were you the only? Because your mother, she just keeps going like this. Can we get back to my son? And she's going, my son, my son, my son.
No, she's
so
not.
that's my symbol for if someone was
This is
the
the old
only
guy.
son,
Watch.
or acknowledging the relationship and bond that you shared with your mother. What do you think
I
of
just
this?
lost my mother.
And were you there for the actual
Of
passing?
course.
Because
Yeah.
she showed me the holding of the hands, and she says, please just tell my son I want to thank him for allowing my soul to leave the physical world here with dignity and grace. Did you tell your mother it was okay to let go?
It was so interesting what you're saying, because I went there the night before she passed away, and she had a stroke, and she was almost comatose. And I kept telling her, I love you, I'm here. And all of a sudden, her hand came up, and she wanted to hold my hand.
And all of her fingers except the middle one went down. She told me to get out of her room.
She hated me.
Yes, she hated me. I was a mistake. I was the product of a home invasion and a sodomy in the early 30s. Every time she looked at me, she remembered being thrown down the basement steps. She couldn't wait to leave this planet.
You old hag.
Oh, hey.
But yes, I hate mediums because I think they prey on people's grief.
Yeah.
They're disgusting people.
If it makes it, I was having a discussion after I saw the show, and someone was saying, if it makes these people feel better, what's the harm? In a way, I guess. But, I mean, this woman makes a shitload of money off bullshitting people, in my humble opinion.
That's what that's like saying, like, if it makes these people feel better, but because it's lying to them. It's like...
Yeah, it's lying because you're not getting these messages.
No, I don't believe so.
think so.
There's no way to, back it up. Yeah, you could say, she's lying, but then there's no way to prove that she's lying.
Right, at all. Or that she can't prove she's telling the
truth. Exactly.
Right.
It's a perfect Carney scam.
And because this ability is sort of vague and comes and goes, it's easy to kind of explain that. Like, no, it's over here. Okay, it's over here now.
Oh, right, over there. I get it now. Sure.
You got to be really good at reading people's faces. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Is there another clip? That was it?
Oh, montage.
Yeah, there's another clip while you're lying.
This is her response to skeptics. It's not her.
Oh, let's hear
the
it.
audience.
Fair enough, because a lot of people don't think this shit is real.
If I could just say something, Katie.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I look at my gift from a different perspective. It's not about people believing in what I do. I say to all my clients, I go, listen, I don't care if you believe in what I do. I don't mean to be rude, but that's not why I chose to do mediumship, or more importantly, to do the television show Long Island Medium.
Oh.
The reason why I chose to do those things was to make people be more aware of, because I believe you don't have to go to a medium to speak to your loved ones. I believe what I am able to do is just be, for a split second, be that physical being to allow your loved ones to validate that they are still with you.
Are there some people who are more receptive than others? I mean, I kind of
dummies.
think if you're open to it, then
There's people who
you
used to
may have
host the
these
evening news but
experiences
couldn't quite cut it.
where you're
Fucking idiots.
closed-minded. It's harder for it to happen.
Rubes.
Is that true?
Well, my experience is I find a skeptic sometimes gets the best reading because they are not expecting anything. So it's the ones that sit there and go, Mom, I want you to tell me where I put your apron, that it's buried under the drawer. And I'm, like the woman that buried the watch in the chair. When I went to go read her, she actually took a pocket watch and put it on, and she wanted them to talk about that in a specific movie. That's harder sometimes.
What?
I don't know. Probably an episode of Long Island.
Yeah, I bet.
So,
whatever.
huh?
I ain't buying that shit.
No, not for a second.
No. Todd
Not for
Burpo.
a second. So,
His name Todd Burpo.
but there's
What a horrible name.
Why would you say that? I'm not saying. I'm just reading what Fred Fartnick said.
what about Sylvia Miles, who finds the dead kids?
I don't know about that.
She used to be on TV finding dead kids.
If she was such a good medium, she would have known that John Voight wanted money after he fucked her in Midnight Cowboy.
John Voight.
Know that?
Oh, yeah?
But who?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She was in
You
that.
were going to ask me for money?
But what does the Amazing Randy say?
He offers I believe it's $1 million check for anyone that can absolutely withstand his tests and prove real psychic activity.
So why wouldn't someone like the Long Island Medium take him up on that? That looks
No
like,
one has been able to do it.
That's free money, quick million, plus it would be headlines all over the world.
Yep.
So why do they avoid those challenges?
Huge.
None of them have been able to do it under test conditions. None.
None so far, right?
Zero.
Has anyone tried?
I don't know. I'm sure they have, but he's been debunking a lot of these. The way he phrased it is he is unable to find evidence of real psychic ability.
Rubber Guard fan. She was on Ron and Fez this year and Red Fez not very successfully.
No?
Yeah, figures. What was her excuse?
Probably because the radioactivity, the radio waves were just interfering. Ugh. And she comes from Long Island. Had a lot of cool people come from Long Island. She's an embarrassment.
It's also been, Joel Rifkin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Colin Ferguson.
Well,
Colin Ferguson, Joel Rifkin. Wait a minute.
hey, man, those guys were superstars.
It never ends. Yeah.
They were superstars.
Superstars.
They made their mark.
Sure did.
This hack will be gone in a couple of years. Doing her dumb readings from her stupid basement again.
How do they get shows like that?
And Katie Couric.
I was
by the
bummed,
way-
man. I tried to get into it a little bit on Twitter, but I needed more fucking characters. I'm like, come on, that's all. You're doing a fluff piece with her. Fucking challenge her.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she challenge her as an ex-media person?
Exactly. If that's the kind of stuff you're doing with your talk show, you're going to be another talk show that's in deep fucking trouble. Like Jeff Probst.
Oh, God, that Jeff Probst shit.
What's her name, this woman?
Teresa Caputo. Caputo, something like that.
What the hell is this guy?
Oh. Is he trying psychic stuff on...
Theory, as yet unproven, of course, is that it's accomplished simply by blowing, though rather cleverly, I must admit.
Oh, fucking the Amazing Randy
he's
just
the
blows up
best.
this guy's spot.
What is this
It's a long
one?
video.
Oh, yeah?
Who's that? Is that Bob Barker? In the middle?
Kind of looked like him.
Looks like it.
Stop him from turning
Yeah.
the page
So
of
here
the
you
telephone
see
directory.
James
But
Hydrick perform his miracle, and 10 minutes later fail at the same miracle when cheating is taken out of the equation.
Can we see? Can we see the original?
Look at this.
Let's
he's
see the
all
original.
bumming.
What's the original? Let's see the original miracle. Can we see?
It's a long video.
I just want to see
unfortunately.
what the moment,
yeah.
the first moment of it is.
Yeah.
It's where there's a bunch of paper.
Well, not yet. Not the paper yet. Now he's doing something with a pencil on the edge of a table. I guess his claim is he can move things with his mind, right?
Yeah, but why? So that pencil is pretty much 50% over the edge of the table.
Right. And now...
So all you would need is a slight vibration. That thing would fucking fall.
Well, he's doing some kind of kung fu-y looking moves.
Yeah,
He's
but,
obviously can blow very, very subtly.
oh, you think that's what's going on?
Yeah, I think he blows the.
So why does he have to have the pen halfway off the table to make this work?
Well, it's very difficult to move things with your mind, so it's got to be right on the brink of moving. And you just put it over the edge, you know?
Thank you for explaining
Yeah,
that, Anthony.
sure.
I'm not
Like
smart
his-
enough to understand that.
Imagine if his,
Fucking Howard haircut.
imagine if his nose was stuffy.
Wow. Pencil just pivoted.
Pivoted because it's on the edge of a table.
Yes.
And there's stupid Bob Barker flapping like a seal.
Does this guy not know James Randi is backstage?
Now, is it
What a
true that you
fucking
can also
blindside.
turn the pages
pages.
of this telephone directory?
Directory.
And you will do that for us?
I'll try.
Should I take
I'll
the pencil
try.
off the table?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, this guy's hateable
Here you are,
too.
James.
All right,
Would you like to
so
open it to any page, or should you want me to do it?
I'll be happy.
he puts the phone book on the table,
Right.
How does he blow so quietly?
and I don't know. That's his whole gimmick, right?
Probably through his nose.
You think?
Sure.
Now he's gonna move the pages, I gather.
We're waiting.
This is,
Sorry about this.
By the way, a phone book, kids, is what we used to use to find phone
Yeah.
numbers. It's a big, giant book
way before your smartphone.
in alphabetical order.
Yeah, he's doing all these hand movements by
yeah,
the
he's
phone book.
over-dramatizing
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, he's not feeling it.
No,
oh,
he's-
boy. He's dramatically
Yeah,
walking
walks
away.
away.
Yeah, he walks away
He's
like...
got to gather himself, guys.
Yeah. Ready? All right. Now he... Oh, Jesus.
And then he walks by. He walks right back, and his hand is over it. And the 2 pages turn.
And it turned. Yes.
James, you turned the page of the telephone.
Now I'm going to fuck you
These
over.
demonstrations, you did these same demonstrations on That's Incredible.
Yes, I did.
And as you know, the amazing Randy maintains that you did not use psychic power, but that it was trickery. And he is prepared to pay you $10,000.
Back then, yeah.
If you can do it using psychic power. Later in our show, you two will meet head-to-head, and we will test your psychic powers to the nth degree. And I know
he
that
looks
you
worried.
at home are not going to want to miss that.
No, we're not, Bob Barker. We're not.
His face.
He's bummed.
You literally couldn't have been sadder if he said we have a nostril cam. Holy shit.
Once again, here is the man who claims to have psychic powers. James Hydrick.
It's awful. It's a black karate gi.
He's just horrible.
What a tool.
I work security.
You did a most impressive
That's the
demonstration
blow this
earlier in
guy
our
is.
show.
See, because he blows
if
on the
you saw
things.
it, I'm sure you were impressed. If you did not, let me explain that
Fast forward to the
James
segment. They're just showing
let's
this.
fast
don't need a
forward.
recap.
So the
and how about you go
recapping.
full screen for us?
All right, here's the
Holy
amazing
Jesus.
Randy meeting on
James' demonstration from backstage.
Yes, I did.
And do you accept that as a demonstration of psychic power, or do you believe that he used trickery?
I don't accept it as a demonstration of psychic power, Bob. I think that the solution is rather simple. I think that Mr. Hydrick is merely, to accomplish this effect, blowing on both the page and on the pencil.
And the guy's standing
I
there
see.
like, oh, fuck, he's
Now,
got me.
You
He's on to
originally
me.
asked him to demonstrate in 2 different ways his psychic power.
Yeah.
But as I understand it, you are now prepared to waive the demonstration with the pencil.
Yes, and the reason is rather simple, because the pencil reacts to even the currents of the air conditioning in this studio. It will be very difficult to try to put controls on it in such a way that
off the edge.
normal currents of air that are present all the time would not move the pencil. For example, it moves very, very easily.
All right, you're not going to ask
He
us
just
to do that.
reenacted
That's
it.
one
They
thing
reenacted
to
the
go.
pencil thing in 2 seconds.
You are prepared to pay him $10,000 if he can turn the page of the telephone directory with certain controls.
That's right.
You have the $10,000, do you, Randy?
I do indeed.
Oh, he
It's,
carries it
right
out with
here.
him?
Yeah.
I've carried this check now for going on
Check.
17 years, Bob. There it is, a check for $10,000
so it's not $1 million.
awardable to the
No,
gentleman
now it
should
is.
he be able to successfully perform the
This is
demonstration.
probably 1980.
I would like to introduce
Oh, this guy's bumming.
our first
shit.
judge
His
here,
face
Dr.
is
John
bummed.
Palmer, is a psychologist and professor of parapsychology at John F.
right,
Kennedy
what's
University.
this show called?
He's
Fuck
right there,
you?
Dr. Palmer.
Dude,
We
his
have Dr.
fucking
Stephen
face.
Drake, astronomer, and
Without a lot of instrumentation to demonstrate that fact by using one very simple control.
now, let me just emphasize
Oh, the
that
guy's
this
looking
one
over like,
control
what's the control?
will not stop him from turning the page of the telephone directory.
That's right.
But you hope to the judge's satisfaction will demonstrate that he is doing it with his breath.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, shit, he's bumming.
What I have here is particles of a white plastic,
Oh,
which
no.
when given a good puff, good heavy puff of air, will, I think, rather conclusively show
Oh, no.
whether or not blowing is a
He's
method accomplished.
surrounded
Now,
the
it will
phone book
not
now with like
perhaps in some way
styrofoam
differentiate
strips
between genuine
that will
psychic
move
power
very easily
and
with
actual
with
blowing.
air.
But it
So if
certainly
he's
should be
blowing,
very interesting indeed to
those
see
will move.
what now occurs.
Well, do you maintain
Oh,
that
no.
if the page of the telephone directory turns, that we will see movement in the styrofoam as well?
I think that it's pretty logical. We've experimented with it, Bob, and that's what
Oh,
we
no.
have determined in the
Oh,
experiment.
man, he
Very well. Are
fucked
you ready to
him.
proceed?
I am indeed.
Judges, you're ready?
Oh, look at
James?
his face.
Ready?
Ready?
This is why you never heard from the guy again.
Oh, now he's doing his mumbo jumbo with his hands.
Oh, he's thinking like, can I really do this? maybe I can.
And he's not even getting down low by the phone book, is he? No, nothing's moving.
Nothing's moving.
Oh no!
Nothing's moving.
No, it's not moving at all.
Nope, nothing's
He's doing his
moving.
magical moves, but nothing's moving.
You know how bad he wants to go? Can we do this? Let me get rid of this styrofoam. It's
Yeah.
killing my vibe.
Nothing's
How
moving.
fucking embarrassing.
Oh, now he's getting down to the level of the
Oh, how
phone book.
embarrassing.
He's smiling.
Figure it out right
Wait
now.
a minute. Yeah, he's like,
Another way I could do this.
Can I do this? Can I blow on this just enough without moving the... His face just grimaced. He just went like,
Look, it's a tough math problem.
Yeah. This guy is fucked right here. His whole career of being a magical
Look
guy.
at him squatting. He's holding himself up with one hand. Oh, is he fucking panicking?
He's getting into some dramatic positions, but it's not going to help him.
He's looking, trying to figure out how can I do this and not move that fucking styrofoam.
Yeah, he hates styrofoam to this day. Everything he ships breaks because he refuses to touch styrofoam.
Oh, he shook his head. Now he walked away.
This time,
How many pages?
Just one page, once.
All right,
This
now
time and once more.
now he's pacing.
He's asking
James,
questions.
you had another question?
Take go home.
What would you like to
Okay.
ask?
The styrofoam and the lights form electricity which pulls the page. Look.
What?
He's lifting
saying
up.
it's pulling the page down.
How great is he? And then it turns the way it's supposed to.
The page
Yeah.
down.
No, it's pulling it the right way.
He's
trying
holding
to
the page
demonstrate-
up, and it's turning the proper way.
He's trying to demonstrate
What
how
would
the
you like
page
to
isn't
ask
moving,
us
but it's
to
moving.
ask Randy to allow you to do or for me to
To
do?
either take something else, either lighter or something that is going to that isn't going to form like static electricity.
You mean put something else, some other material around
Something
here?
that is not foam. Foam causes static electricity, and the lights is what heats it up.
But Randy, is there anything else that you can put around the telephone directly?
I've heard the question, but the question is not valid because it's making an assumption which is not true. The foam does not in any way create static electricity, and Mr. Hydrick, in demonstrating that the pages were clinging together, didn't demonstrate it to my satisfaction. I think we
Exactly.
could perhaps ask the judges for their opinion on that. I am not a scientist, so I'm not qualified to declare on it.
Judges?
Whatever static electricity exists in the styrofoam would not really affect the movement of the page or the clinging of the pages together, in my opinion.
I would add that if this is in fact psychic functioning, I don't really see why that would make a difference.
Oh, very well. Randy, would you allow me to turn perhaps half dozen pages and then put them back?
Oh, yes, you may do that.
Oh, this is such a great fucking...
Hey, this guy's getting fucked.
And I'm getting a really good update on this guy after this is over.
Oh, really?
Really good.
Like that? That's fine. Gently, place them down gently so it doesn't disturb the foam.
All
I
right.
know, I thought you
the other way?
Yeah, the other way. That's what I thought you meant.
Would that
Sure.
be helpful to you?
He's like, sure, I'm not going to be able to do it anyway.
It's still be here because of the foam.
Well, it is the opinion of the judges that there is not enough static
Well,
form
my
by
opinion.
the foam to be a problem. So, under the conditions agreed upon, it would seem that now you should at least try with psychic power to turn the page of the
Bob
telephone
wants to
directory.
just see all that shit blow off the table.
Yeah, they knew how to fuck people in the late...
Boy, did they ever.
All right, he's back in his weird kung fu fucking position.
Oh,
Now he's laughing.
He's so fucked.
This is affecting his livelihood.
Yeah. That dumb hairdo.
Oh, his horrid hairdo and his fucking, his trickery.
Why would you accept this challenge?
Why?
Why?
What's that? What a great show.
This show is just fuck this guy.
And you know that...
Fuck our guest.
This week on Fuck This Guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Oh, he's doing the hand motion, but they're not even convincing.
No.
He's just kind of hanging his hands over the book.
Now he's
What do you
doing
do in this position? Do you just say
wax
fucking
on, wax
blow it?
off.
You do what he did. He came up with a good excuse, the static electricity. I was like, he's a pretty good thinker.
That's the whole time he was doing the fucking mumbo jumbo. He's thinking, what can I say?
Yeah, did I say static?
He's going to stick with that static electricity
Yeah,
thing.
it's just... And the light heats it.
Yeah, the light
Moving his
heats
hands
it
in that like fucking magic way.
Look.
Uh-oh, he's
Like,
back
no.
up.
He's standing up
After
again.
trying
He
again.
shook his head
It's not
no.
going to turn for you?
No, it isn't.
Well, have you reached the point then when at which
you
we
reached
can
the point
declare
To admit that
the
you're a
demonstration terminated?
This isn't a magician's trick. I can't just come up, bang, bang, and it's over. I have to be to where I can work with something small and then big, to build up my own self.
But you did
Oh,
So
this
this
mustache.
This
This
isn't a trick. It has to be done. This is just it's power. It's mental power.
The conditions agreed upon have been fulfilled. And, of course, we can't change the conditions now in midstream. So, in the opinion of our judges here,
This guy's full of
you
shit.
have not seen a demonstration of psychic power, have you?
Yes, that's correct.
You have not. And, Randy,
What about that check,
obviously,
Randy?
James has not won the $10,000 with this demonstration.
So it seems.
Now, you have heard what James's explanation is. Do you have any comment to make on that?
Bob, the comment very briefly is that I have gone through many hundreds of these tests with many hundreds of people who claim to have psychic powers. And quite frankly, it's more or less the same story every time. When a simple, direct, very uncomplicated protocol is used and the control is applied, the psychic forces don't seem to be present, if indeed they are ever present at all. I still look for some sort of evidence of psychic powers. To date, I have not found any. Up to this very moment, I am still totally unconvinced.
Judges, do you have any further comment to make? You agree that you have not seen a psychic demonstration?
Yes, I would agree that I have not seen a psychic demonstration. I would like to say that as a parapsychologist, I believe that there are other evidence under controlled conditions that do demonstrate, I would think, to a reasonable person that psychic phenomena do exist, but obviously not in this demonstration.
I want to thank you very much.
He shakes his hand.
Thank you so much.
Why
Ladies
would
and
he
gentlemen,
shake Bob
James
Barker's
Hydrick.
hand?
Yeah.
You just fucked up your livelihood.
It was a different time.
Before I say goodbye to you, Randy, I do indeed appreciate the fact that you joined us on That's My Line, Dr. Palmer.
That's my line.
Dr. Wow. Thank you so much.
Look at the back.
Rubbing his mustache.
So,
We'll be back.
so that's James Hydrick, I guess?
Yeah, from That's Incredible.
So there's a bunch of people that know about James Hydrick. He was never really heard from again. Really.
That
good.
totally
And
fucked them right
ruined
there.
him.
And Kevin from Connecticut and others have written me. And in 1989, this guy, James Hydrick, received a 17-year sentence for molesting 5 boys.
Wait, that's him?
He's currently incarcerated at a California prison.
89? Why is he 99, 06, ship it out in 06?
That's him?
Yeah, he was released and then got charged for sexual assault and went back in.
Wait,
What a piece of shit.
wait, he got charged again?
Yeah.
So he was doing he did his 17-year sentence, whatever that ended up being, and then he got out, and then he molested again?
Oh.
Allegedly?
Yeah, it says right
You can
here.
see it in his eyes. It's the same guy.
Terrible
Just
guy.
older now.
In 89, he got the 17-year sentence, and he did it, and he is currently incarcerated at California Men's Colony, whatever, prison for sexual assault, is what Wikipedia says.
He got mad because his victims just started putting styrofoam around their assholes. He couldn't do it.
What a fucking creep.
Oh, he's a ghoul.
What a creep.
What? Is there more?
Well, just from what we just watched, after an hour and a half of him staring at the pages, the show was edited for time. So
Wow.
That went on for an hour.
Hour and a
half.
Wow.
No kidding.
Jesus Christ.
He was just evaluating everything.
Yeah.
Is the amazing Randy still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Because he looked
kidding?
really old in that.
He looked old right there.
No,
And that's got to be almost 30 years ago, that clip, right?
Look him up, Sam. I believe he is alive.
He, if you want to have some fun, look up Amazing Randy clips online. He's great.
He is great.
He debunks everyone.
He also
Made a life of it.
he confessed his fraud in 1981 and admitted that he developed his unique talent while he was in prison, that he did not learn it from a Chinese master.
Oh.
That's Hydrick.
His unique
Fraud
talent.
exposed.
He was in jail before that, too.
Yeah.
Isn't there something with Houdini, too?
He's dead.
No, but supposedly Houdini gave some kind of password. And you know, and then his wife would talk to these people.
Oh, yeah?
And all she wanted was, well, what was the password that he gave me? And not one person was able to do it.
Bosco.
Oh, he was busting them.
Huh? Yeah, look up the Houdini thing, because that's another one where Houdini promised he would come back and talk from the afterlife, and he told his wife, look, here's the password in case someone is telling you that
How smart.
they're getting a message or whatever from me from the afterlife, and not one psychic was able to come up with the password.
Yes. The password is Houdini. That's right.
Houdini, yes.
Magic.
Yeah.
That's all crap.
Yeah, I think so, too.
We don't know everything yet, but this shit is crap. Katie Couric just drove me nuts by not challenging her and allowing her to do her nonsense.
What a load of shite.
Mm-hmm.
That guy got so
How great was that with his dumb mustache? He was trying to look the part.
His pedo stash.
Those shows back then, like who would agree to go on that?
I bet you that they worded it
in such a way where you thought you could do it.
Yeah. It's $10,000 in 1980. That's like $100,000.
Because if you're the guy that's blowing onto little boys and phone books,
It certainly was.
You're thinking in your mind, all right, how could they fool me? And he probably went through all the scenarios and went, no, I can work around all that.
90 minutes. 90 minutes of watching that asshole in a karate. That
doing his
fucking
dumb hand
kid
moves.
fucker.
That kid fucker doing his little hand moves.
It brings us back
The
to
audience? Yeah.
It brings us back to today. Isn't David Blaine's trick almost over?
It ended last night.
And didn't he have like an incident like we all said would happen? He had low blood sugar or something, and kind of had a little. He was swaying or something.
Did they have to lead him off like they always do from his tricks?
He was snoozing.
He was snoozing.
I went down and
Was
saw
he
him
losing?
yesterday. He was sleeping.
Because I heard.
He was sleeping standing up?
Yeah, I caught him. He kept falling asleep while he was up there.
Was he being electrified at that point?
There were some bolts here and there.
Some bolts here and there. Oh,
Another
boy.
asshole.
Yeah.
It didn't look like that.
Another asshole that people just fucking want to buy into. David Blaine was getting electrocuted, was he? Really?
Yeah, sure he was.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Sure he was.
Yeah. I think we got D.L. Hughley coming in now.
Oh.
What?